We have Today we have gathered here to discuss the opportunities of sales and marketing, how better we can do sales and marketing jointly, and why do we need to do. And this is a brainstorming session. This is not a webinar or seminar. Okay, so we would like to hear from all of you the possibilities and the interests, how we can do and all. Okay. So I hope all of you are aware of ITPN corporate network. So ITPN corporate network is a consortium of small and medium software companies, and we are about 300 plus software companies providing about 230 plus different technological services. We don't need this, and let's move on to this is the point we would like to discuss today. So for software companies, especially small and medium software companies, we have been observing some challenges. The major challenge is customer acquisition costs. Per lead, we are spending about thousands of rupees or lakhs of rupees. And if we want to set up a physical conference with about 50 members, this is going to cost about 5-6 lakhs per company. So the customer acquisition costs are very high. One by one, going to acquire one by one customer is also a time consuming and expensive. And also, if we wanted to have more customers on a single location like a webinar or physical conference or an event, this is also very high. So this is the cost is very expensive and challenge. Okay. And then going to new geographies. So if I want to expand, if a company wants to expand in UK, US, Europe, Middle East, anywhere, then understanding that geographies for one company is very expensive, time consuming. It's identifying the partners, collaborators, everything is very difficult in expanding into a new country. And then the large companies will have a very established sales teams, but for small and medium companies like us, we will be having one or two persons, or maybe sometimes founder itself acts as the sales team. So we have the shortage in the sales. Okay. And the major problem, another problem is the branding. If Accenture says we are establishing a seminar, then 100 companies will come. But if the same thing done by a small company, then many people may not turn up. So there are several challenges. Overall, with these challenges, we have been observing that minimum to minimum 1 lakh is 1 lakh cost we are spending to acquire one customer, minimum to minimum. That is the major challenge small and medium software companies are having. But one observation is, say for example, a manufacturing company CTO is a target customer to a SAP company and a cloud company, process automation company, and a staffing company. All these four companies are spending 20,000, 30,000 to identify the manufacturing company and CTO, going them, meeting them and all. Instead of spending 1 lakh by each company, if four companies join together and go and meet the CTO or invite the CTO to one location and explain about their services, then the costs will be saved, time will be saved, and it will be more efficient. Okay, so that is the point we would like to facilitate and see the possibilities. So what we have done in the last year was, this actually worked for us. Okay, so we have visited Gulf market. So we have exhibited in Leap, We have exhibited in JTEX. We have done a setup networking meet in Dubai, and we have seen 100 plus visitors or leads per exhibition at every expo. But to exhibit in expo, in Leap or Dubai or even the networking event, for it is a actual investment is about 8 lakhs. But because we went as a shared, we have shared this stall. Okay, so how who has exhibited, uh, who and all, or how many visited, all these details are in our LinkedIn post during that time. If anyone are interested, they can go and see this. Okay. So in every place we have got more number of, but the cost we are able to reduce it to 2 lakhs instead of 8 lakhs because we went as a shared group. Okay. So all the expenses were shared by the multiple companies. Similarly, we have visited or we tried a market expansion in Europe. We have exhibited in Berlin. The delegation, we went, group of companies went as a delegation to Norway, and as a visitor group we went to about 6 companies. We went to London Tech Week. Okay, and we have done very good branding in Berlin. We have taken a premium corner space in Berlin, though, and we have seen that 30 plus visitors are leads in each of these areas. And we also tried to build the local partnerships in Oslo, in Berlin, and in London, etc. And there the cost, if an individual company goes, the cost would be 10 lakhs because the stall cost itself will cost 9 lakhs, but we could able to do it in 2 lakhs because we have shared, or less than 2 lakhs. And in the similar way, we have, as a group, multiple companies, we have set up a networking event in Dubai, joint visits. We went to multiple companies together. Okay, and then we did a shared sponsorship, and we had a joint meetings in Partnership Summit and Telangana Rising Summit. Okay, so all these helped us in saving the time or meeting a single customer, meeting the customers efficiently. Does the what is that uh, doing a good brainstorming on how we can work with those customers or what we can spell to the customer so that the conversion will be good and all. Okay, so there are few other things we tried. We had meetings with the embassy in Saudi Arabia, in Nepal, in Oslo, and also we could able to get some subsidized stalls fully as shared. And then we had good brainstorming sessions or winning strategies. Okay, so this and all we have done overall jointly. Whatever we have done in the last year, that is in 2025, worked as a lot. Point one, we could able to save more than 60-70% of the cost within the short span of 1 year. Within the lesser sales expense, we could able to explore more and more markets and more opportunities or collaborations. In the same way, we wanted to have in 2026 the joint sales or marketing sessions, so that we will have we can reduce the costs, we can have more number of leads with the less expense. So this could be in multiple ways. It could be a physical invites, seminars, webinars, joint delegations, or joint expos, or in any other ways. We would like to understand your views, and then we would like to consolidate, and with the interested persons we would like to go ahead. Just recently, last month, 3 companies within a corporate network, we have planned to we are in discussions, not yet finalized. We wanted to invite GCCs in Hyderabad. Okay, we are working on that model, how we can jointly invite the CIOs or CTOs from GCCs in Hyderabad, and can be the cost can be shared, so that it will be easier or helpful to each company, so that in a short span of 2 months or 3 months we can invite more number of people, we can talk to the decision makers, and we can also reduce the costs, save time, save money, and get more expenses, more leads. Okay, so this is what is the thought here. Okay, so now it is not a what is that, seminar or webinar. We have gathered here to understand your interests, your suggestions, your feedbacks, so that we can do the sales or marketing better jointly, and get benefited by all the people. Now open to the hall. Anyone would like to start or share their opinion?
So, can I ask a question here?
Yes, Mr. Prakash.
So, I wanted to understand when you said that you had gone to an exhibition in Dubai or Europe.
Mm-hmm.
So, you had gone as a joint
Correct.
delegation. So,
Correct.
typically, ESC and NASCOM, you're familiar with them, right? They also do similar things, and they would, organize the stalls, and they have much bigger stalls in which we normally typically get about 2 meter by 2 meter stalls, something.
Right.
In your case, when you participated as ITPNC, or you participated as 4 or 5 companies together. How did it work?
Okay. So let me show. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see the screen. I can
Okay.
see.
So
So
this,
this. What is the size of this stall? The one you have taken, this stall.
uh, I think this is 3 by 3 or 4 by 4. I don't remember
3 by 3.
exactly.
3 panels, right? About 3 by 4 or something. Okay.
Right. Right.
Hmm.
So
So when you
that
when you
six
sorry when you participate in this, like you put in banners from various companies. So
Mm-hmm.
on the top, what
Mm.
does the exhibitor, what does it say? Does it say ITPNC, or does it say, because they will not allow you to put names of 4 companies, right? So okay, you have put in
They
as
whether they will
ITPNC,
allow or not, but we have only 20 characters or 25 characters.
right?
So you see on the top of every flyer, the company name is there.
Right.
Okay, and on the this one, the corporate network name is there, and
Okay.
this worked for us in branding, because most of the companies, whether they are interested or not, they have come to the stall to see the out of the curiosity they have visited the stall, and then they went and inside the stall and had a look of each companies. But for each company, at the top you can see their company name is there.
And it doesn't say ITPN Corporate Network India. It just says ITPN Corporate. So they would not, by somebody by reading, it will not figure out it's from India.
That's an Indian pavilion. Anyway, what we do is when we are going to, when we want to go, right, all the like-minded companies, we will decide where to take, what to take, and all, and then we will be figuring out. So the objective there was to reduce the cost from cost up to 70%, do the brainstorming, and invite more number of visitors. If one company will do, then it will become it will be costlier. But if five six companies does at a time, it is easier, and each company takes the responsibility, some of the responsibilities. So the efforts also will be lesser. So it worked very well for us in 2025. We could able to visit about 7 countries. We could able to explore 7 countries by each company, and with almost around 10 lakhs approximately.
So the idea of inviting CTOs or whatever CXOs from various companies and putting them together in some kind of conference looks to be very focused and looks very interesting to me. Where probably if you're inviting one CTO from Dubai, so it will cost you roughly, including fare and hotel, will cost you roughly about say 1 lakh rupees. So if we invite a very focused group, let's say we're targeting the banks, or let's say we're targeting the manufacturing companies, whatever. So we invite just focused
Before
5 or 10
that, Mr.
companies.
Prakash, can I ask you about probably your company? Because if you introduce, maybe that will help other companies also. Maybe if there is any potential, they can contact you.
Sure. So I'm from Eastern Software in Noida,
Uh-huh.
and we do ERP and RPA, BI, and apps, and we are also doing some work in AI. And
Mm-hmm.
we recently launched AI also in our ERP and in other services. So we are one of the few companies, software companies in India, because Indian software companies are largely known for their services. So we
Right.
are one of the few companies who are doing product by themselves, because we are ERP has been there for 25 years now, and we are doing a lot of good work towards Africa market, and some work in the Middle East as well as to some other countries also. But Africa is our
Got it.
biggest
Got it.
base outside India. So we
Right.
work in about
So,
15 African countries.
got it, Mr. Prakash. So, just to have more focus and considering the time, would like to know what is your interest and whom you want to target, and what kind of a joint session you would be interested in.
So I would be very interested in one thing that you mentioned, that probably a very focused, because in exhibition taking a stall, then it's almost, it will be very scattered audience. We don't know who will come, and then he sees 10 or 7 standees, and then we don't know how much traction will generate. But if
Hmm.
we have the event, which I really like that idea, where you say invite just a focused 5 or 10 CTOs from, let's say, Dubai, Saudi, wherever. So the total
Mm-hmm.
cost will not be, probably per member will not be more than, say, 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs. And that works very well. We will have a focused audience, and we will have a focused target. So it will work probably better. I mean, we may have more focused and more what you call as SQLs in marketing terms, in terms of closures.
Got it. So, if I understand correctly, Mr. Prakash, you are recommending or interested on a physical inviting multiple CTOs or decision makers into one conference, or whatever we can
Yeah.
name it as,
Yes. Yes.
and sharing that costs. Correct?
Right, right. So we can invite them over to a five-star hotel in India, anywhere in India, and if you take a total of the ticket cost and the hotel cost, will not be more than 1 lakh rupees per party per delegate. And if you add our
Right.
costs and all, so it will not cost total of about a maximum of 2 lakhs per company. But we should
Right.
keep this focused on, let's say, 5, 6 CTOs, and maybe 5, 10 companies only. It should not become that 50 companies are coming there. It becomes becomes a crowd then. So very focused set of people, very focused set of CTOs, and very focused set of people who are going to present.
Okay, so another one I wanted to ask Mr. Prakash. So you are suggesting that we will go to Dubai, and maybe in Dubai invite those companies, or you are suggesting invite the companies from Dubai or CTOs from Dubai to India.
If you invite people from Dubai to India, they will also have some incentive to come to India, come and see India, and also then it gets more committed, because you may invite 10 CTOs in Dubai. It is possible that 5 may not turn up, or you may lose audience there. But if you invite them, they will confirm. They will confirm everything, ticketing, everything will confirm. So I think we'll have a confirmed visits of those 5 people. So probably doing it in India, and in case somebody wants to visit the companies, if they are coming all the way, we can also take them around our companies. They will see what kind of infra we have. So that makes more sense. Otherwise, if we go there, it is just one person who's making a presentation. Whereas we can invite them here, and in case they want, we can arrange a visit for them across companies, whatever. We can work out the logistics, but that gives them more confidence. The CTOs who come there, one is they are more committed, because they're coming all the way, taking a couple of days off their work, coming here and seeing our infra. They'll be, I think that will at least generate more serious results.
Understood. I
Prakash,
think this is an interesting.
Prakash and Surendra, this is Ravi Kumar. Sorry to interrupt. I would suggest your idea is good, but I would like to actually take it in a reverse direction initially. Maybe if Surendra can actually arrange some 6 or 7 or 10 people CTOs meeting over there, we can go and actually explain. And once they are showing interest, we can actually bring over them here.
No problem, Ravi. See, what we are doing at this point of time is we are collecting at this time,
No,
we
no,
are
no.
in the gathering phase.
I second what Prakash is saying. But see, for example,
Maybe,
making.
Ravi, just a minute. Maybe if people, if it is possible to switch on their videos, right, it will be good. Rather, we are sitting in the dark. It will be easier or helpful so that we can see each other. Yeah. Please go ahead, Ravi.
So I'm just saying, arranging or making sure that the 5 city was 6 city was timings may not be suitable, or one person may say it is possible to come in the first week, somebody may say it is going to be possible in the second week or something like that. So it may be difficult. I feel it all depends on the Mr. Surendra's capabilities. But one thing is, if we can actually put it in, maybe the first time we will go on every company, Mr. Surendra has to talk to them and say that, okay, 5 people, 5 different companies are going to come and actually give you a presentation. We need your time. And it could be Dubai, it could be any other country, but we can go and meet, because we will be knowing, we can do the research on that company and we can tailor our presentation there. And once out of those 10 people, if 3 or 4 are interested, we can actually ask them to come over here.
Noted, Ravi. So, all are different directions. It is good. That is what we want this. So, one point that Prakash has mentioned was we can invite the companies from there to our location, and then they can also visit office and we can share. That is one view. And from Mr. Ravi, it is not the joint, not inviting them to our locations. We will identify some companies and say we are coming, 5 companies are coming, or 6 companies providing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 services, and give us the time and go there. Okay. Noted, Ravi. Any other views? We are noting down. Our team will be noting down, and after that we will consolidate, and we will again have the discussion with the like-minded companies, whoever they are interested. Okay.
So Surendra, one question. This is Arvind from Progress. Regarding the costing that you mentioned, right? 10 lakhs for all the events together for the whole year, or how many events? I mean, you said about 8 to 10 events you have done last year, right? And is it mandatory for all to participate in all the events, or is it optional? Like, can I participate in all the Europe events which are of my focus, or can I ignore the other ones? How does it work, this shared thing?
See, last year, Arvind, when we went, there was nothing compulsion, there was nothing mandatory. Okay. So the event, when we decide, whoever are the companies, say one company may be interested in Saudi Arabia and another company may be interested in Europe. So it is purely from the what is that, company perspective. But only the thing is, we don't want 2 companies providing the same services in the same same expo, because we don't want to create the competition between our companies itself in that event. So whoever first come, that's locked.
Okay. So we have
Is
to
that
give
answered, Arvind?
Yeah, yeah. And the average event cost, you said each event is below 2 lakhs for any event. Is that correct?
As of now, in 2025, we could able to do with less than 2 lakhs. But this year,
Include the
maybe.
travel and everything, Surendra, or just the event cost?
Can you repeat, Arvind?
Is that including the travel? I mean, if my salesperson has to go, does it include his travel, accommodation,
No,
and event
no, no.
cost? Or?
Travel accommodation is separate. Okay, but what we have done was, in couple of the events, we have taken the bigger hotels or multiple rooms together, so that, in fact, just to say, in Berlin, each company, each person, we have paid 2,000 rupees per hotel, because
Oh,
we
very
have taken a bigger one, and we could able to do that. But yes, for your question, that is separate. But what we have done was, see, in general, in any of the event, every company go, 2 3 persons will go. Reasons are, one is they may have more visitors, or the second thing is, even if one person wants to see the other places and all, another person should stay in the stall. Okay, at least one person should stay in the stall. But because we are 6 companies, at least 2, 3 people will be always there in the stall. Okay, so others can visit. So most of the time we went, I mean, one person from company itself, we could able to manage. That also saved us a lot.
Okay, makes sense.
I wanted to add one point to what I think Ravi mentioned, that if we invite these guys over here, there are a couple of advantages that we get. So if we are going there, then everybody wants to go to the same, has to go to the same country. So let's say everybody will go to UAE or to Saudi or to, let's say, Singapore, wherever. Whereas if we hold the event here, then we can invite these guys over from different countries. So we can have 2 people from Dubai, 2 from Singapore, 2 from, let's say, Australia, wherever market, like Europe, Arvind is saying he wants to look at Europe. So we can invite these guys from different countries, and we can not just market this event as we pitching to them. We'll also tell them that you can also learn from people from different countries, different CIOs. So maybe somebody from Singapore can learn from somebody from Europe, CIO. So they will also feel that they are not only getting pitches from people who are hungry, like people who are us, but they'll also get to know from other countries how they are managing their IT processes or IT systems or their infra, or what kind of software they use, what kind of automation they're doing. So that is one point I wanted to make to what Ravi is saying. So this is something which we can consider. Second point I wanted to
Sure,
mention was
Prakash.
that, second point I wanted to mention was that in the beginning slide that you mentioned that these are challenges that you are facing. One challenge that you have missed out, it probably is not on the horizon, is that the challenges which AI is bringing into, on the marketing front. So today, the way we used to market earlier and the way you used to market now, things have changed drastically, and it's changing like every day types. You never know when the next cloud will launch, the next LLM or next such agent which can do the jobs of the entire marketing team in one shot. So that is another challenge which is being faced by the IT industry in general, not just at marketing level, but even at coding level, even at designing systems. Cloud is going to you heard about this cloud co-work, which is recently being on the news.
Right.
So I think that is another challenge that a lot of mid-sized companies, small companies may face extension as well. The way things are going, we don't know. So that is another challenge, not just in marketing front, but also at the other, the existing itself, the existence of IT companies itself will we will face a lot of challenges. In fact,
Noted, Prakash.
yesterday,
See, the thing is, if we can slash the cost per any kind of a campaign to 60-70%, we obviously will get the luxury to do 3-4 such, okay, in parallel or maybe in different ways, different experiments we can do. Definitely. Noted, Prakash. That's makes sense. Finally, once we consolidate and we can have one more. Okay.
Virendra, can I go?
Yes, please go, Vijaya. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. This is Vijaya. I'm from Reni Systems. We are into IT consultancy software solutions for the last 20 years, primarily in India through Reni.ai. We build customized AI solutions for healthcare, BFSI, and retail industries. All right. I just have 2 points, Surendra. One is whenever we do all these initiatives are really good, appreciate of doing that, because even though we didn't participate, I was watching the way you were driving, really appreciated. Definitely it's going to be beneficial to the companies.
Thank
So
you. Thank you.
one thing that we need to take care is how do we ensure the conflict of interest, right? Obviously we all are here to collaborate. So for example, if you're targeting a particular kind of a potential customers, right? Maybe all ERP companies can go together, uh, but that can create a conflict of interest, right? So that we need to ensure how can we take care of it. The second point which I want to raise is, participating in conferences, definitely it's all good, but I just have another idea. Sometimes I see as a part of our WhatsApp group, we have a couple of business development managers. Personally, I know them. right? So maybe they're part of ITP and our WhatsApp group. I don't know how they came, which is good. Some of the mediums really charge very high, right? And we can't afford alone. And the leads, each and every lead, the way you're explaining, the cost of lead is going to be very high. So can we share a medium getting leads potentially? Sometimes we may not take up because of different reasons, but that lead can work for other companies. How can we leverage any of the known successful BDMs working for a 3 to 4 companies together, right? Maybe you can also think about that kind of an option. I'm just throwing these ideas. Whatever makes sense, we can take it up. Whatever so far discussed was really good things, and yeah, I just want to add these 2 points.
Noted, Vijaya. Actually, beginning of 2025, I'm not sure maybe whether you were there or not at the time, but we had the similar kind of a brainstorming session, how we can do and all. So there, the first point we have considered already that there should not be any conflict. See, corporate network have multiple companies providing same services, but when we go to such joint sales and initiatives, we are making sure that there is no conflict of interest. Okay. Even in the picture that I have shown earlier, one company was providing HRMS software and another one RPA, another company on ERP, I mean SAP, another company is document management system. So we made sure that there is no conflict of interest. And the beautiful part was because on the day one or one day before we are going and we know each other services, right? When, for example, you are away from the stall for some reason, when some company comes and asking, okay, hey, someone is providing this consulting services, what is that? I'm able to explain little bit and saving that card and giving it to you. It worked like that for us because there is no conflict of interest and we went together so that
No. So that
collaboration train will
happened.
encourage.
Yeah. The example that you provided, it happened naturally because there is no common solution, right? I think while visiting the store, we need to pick up that way, right? If 2 RPA companies going together, obviously, naturally, the conflict will
Yes,
come.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So that's taken, Vijaya. And common BDM also, we got this, I mean, feedback last year also, but somehow we could not able to finalize the how we can better utilize the person to make sure that the companies should not feel uncomfortable, something like that. But somehow we could not able to have that as of now. But we had a brainstorming session in Dubai in the month of October, I believe, that we wanted to establish in Dubai and wanted to have a common BDM. But I think maybe we may need some more like-minded companies to take up that initiative, Vijay.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Any other?
I think Surinder, that you mentioned that when you are taking people in the delegation, you will make sure that there are no same types companies like what Vijay mentioned.
Correct.
So let's say if
Correct.
some company in RPA is doing, then the other company should not go. So let's say Vijay is going, then we will not go, or if we are going, then Vijay will not go. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, Prakash, because that's what when Arvind also asked, I told the same. Okay, whoever first come, they will get the chance because we don't want to create unnecessary conflict between two companies. They'll fight each other there. And the good part is ITPN corporate network has about 300 plus companies and there are 230 plus technology services the companies are providing. Okay, so obviously we are getting the one or the other company without any conflict.
And have you approached any of the, I don't know whether you're aware of this or no. When we go through ESC and NASCOM, then specifically, I think ESC, then we do get some kind of MDA from the government as well. So government covers
What
some
is that,
expense.
Prakash? MDA? What is that?
Market Development Assistance. So it's from the Ministry of
MDA.
Commerce.
Okay.
Yeah, so which is provided through
Actually,
the bodies like
we are
ESC.
already working with ESC, NASCOM,
Okay.
the ESC executive vice president, all. Okay, so those schemes are not there, Prakash. So there is a mass scheme, market access, something that's also I think 35 or 40, 50,000 only. Okay,
Okay.
but that also it was stopped last year, so it's not there.
Oh,
But one time we are closely working with multiple one. From NSIC, we got a 100% subsidized stall in Seoul, Korea.
oh, great,
Okay.
great.
And last year, through a different organization, we got 100% subsidized stall in Convergence India in Delhi. Okay. So we are
Surendra,
working
like,
with.
yeah, sorry to interrupt. I thought it is over. As you have mentioned, NSIC, at a lot of, even I have met NSIC recently. Okay. So I would suggest, like, how about making all these 300 people who are MSME registered with NSIC also? Then whatever you are saying, in fact, NSIC is actually promoting the organizations who are having MSME certificate. Most of the people, most of the organizations listed in the corporate network are MSME registered. So they are giving an option to the organizations to participate 4 events for free in India and 2 abroad. So
Yeah. So Ravi, there are
I
about.
would suggest if you can actually make the entire organizations who are interested, because I think NSIC certificate is also required for individual organizations. That gives a lot of flexibility to the organizations also.
Ravi, for your information, last year we did had a seminar from NSIC, but it is up to the companies whether they would like to register or not. Okay, there are not only NSIC, there are about 15, 16 organizations in India, TEPC, ESC, NASCOM, then SEPC, NSIC, okay, MSME. Okay, so there are about 15, 16 organizations who provide such benefits. So last year we did had a session from NSIC, but we only can create the awareness, and this is the company's decision whether they can go and register with them or not.
Yeah. Hi,
So yeah,
Surendra, can I?
yes, yes, yeah, Vamshi, go ahead.
Hi,
If
hi.
possible,
Yeah,
you may switch on the camera, Vamshi. Whoever
I'll
it is
get just
possible.
1 second. Can you see me?
Yes, yes. It is better
Yeah,
many times if we see the people.
yeah, sure. So I work on the other side of the coin, not as a tech provider, but more on positioning, messaging, and not as an agency, but more on a strategy side for these startups and tech companies. We did do similar exercise for a small sample of companies, 4 to 5 companies. I did work out this model long back. One thing what we did was curated lanes. For example, if we are attending a conference or meeting some clients, we did some homework on what is that we will be presenting as a group as a curated lane rather than individual companies. For example, a mid-sized ERP or a small ERP company specific to manufacturing companies. Okay, and
Mhm.
what are the add-ons that can come in RPA, then some AI part to it, then the decision intelligence and business intelligence to it. So we already formed a group of companies long back with these kind of skill set, and instead of presenting individual companies over there in a stall or maybe when we meet them, we presented the use cases. How does the end-to-end structure look like when they go with us? Internally, we discussed about how to segregate those deals and other things. So when we went there, a lot of pre-sales work happened. That's where I was working with these 4 or 5 companies to do a lot of pre-sales activity to come up with the use case and those curated lanes and presented there. The success rate was good enough because we were directly addressing their problem rather than tech and features or other aspects of it. It helped us to directly address their problem and get into kind of a contracts and other things, sometimes multiple contracts, sometimes a single one.
Yeah, this is also interesting, Vamshi. Maybe can you give one use case that you have done? Maybe this event, this or the one. Maybe it will be more easy to understand in the benefit of for the benefit of all?
Absolutely, yeah. The CRP which we worked with was very specific to distribution companies which have anywhere between 50 to 100 people, not the big companies, but multiple offices. So they were struggling with, they were having only an accounting system. We identified that opportunity, and instead of going with an ERP, just an ERP with them, but we came up with a kind of a transformation use case where ERP will fit in as a first step. Then we started working slowly into fitting the BI and decision intelligence into their team for the top management. And and once we deployed all these things and we went live after 1.5 to 2 years, it took almost 1.5 to 2 years.
So
We
is it by
introduced
one company, Vamshi, or by multiple companies?
multiple companies, but still there was single point of contact for them. So as an consultant kind of a thing, where they were we gained that kind of a trust, and we brought those vendors on board.
So if I understand correctly, Vamshi, what you are saying is try identifying multiple use cases of a company and present it as a use case instead of a company. Is that you are
Yeah,
saying, Vamshi?
yeah, correct. That's how we
Okay,
did.
got it, got it. Noted, Vamshi. That's a good point.
Yeah,
No, can I articulate differently and correct me if I'm wrong? This particular thing is what is the common problem these big verticals are facing and presenting it for the members to latch it upon it. Am I right?
absolutely,
Is it what?
absolutely. That's correct. And before we go to the event or meet the clients, there is a lot of pre-sales work, or a lot of work we do internally to knit
So
them
it's something
so
like
tightly.
by going into their particular customer, we know what is the problem area they are facing,
Absolutely,
and we are addressing that right from the word go.
absolutely correct. That's correct, sir. That's correct. And this has helped in reducing the time to closure by approximately by 40 to 50% for sure for us.
Definitely. Sales cycle is going to be reduced drastically
Yeah, correct.
because every industry is going to face a different problem. If we knew the problem very well before going and meeting, this is a very good suggestion, Surendra. Like this is one thing. All the hospitals could be facing one problem. Maybe some of our members can solve that. If we can actually give that information clearly in our network, maybe it is going to be quite helpful for
Yeah,
some of the
so that's
members.
going to be our next point, Ravi. In few minutes, we will come there. That what is the focused industry and what is the focused geography for individuals? That also we would like to understand. Okay, say for example, if a company is in healthcare, focused on healthcare, we cannot push them for BFSI.
Mm,
Okay, so that is our next point. We will going to come in the next few minutes.
sure. Thank you, sir.
Great, great. Anyone else? I think Seshikumar, Sriram, Landcorp Technologies, Pranavesh.
Surendra, I have one more ask or suggestion. So when the
Yeah,
event happens, right? Because most of the times I may not know that our team can go and participate because of various other things, but still, if we want to participate, I know some events in the US, they hire this college grads or somebody, they can come and stand for us on the booths, right? So would that be anything possible to support us? For example, I want to sponsor all the events, but I may not be able to send a person to the event. Would that be something that you guys can help us to recruit some local intern or somebody to stand in the booth for us?
actually, we have done that, Arvind, but not for a single company. See, we exhibited in Tokyo. In Seoul, we have hired the what is that
Translate.
translator or interpreter because we need the person. And in Dubai, we needed a person for logistics because we wanted to distribute all our pamphlets of about five companies or six companies to all the exhibitors because exhibitors also may become one of them. So we hired the local interns or people. Not only that, before that we have done the email marketing also and invited a lot of visitors, and we have issued about 70 visitor passes worth 12,000 approximately. But for one company as such, we have not done. Okay, probably we need to see how it will work. So if I understand correctly, Ravi, what you are saying is instead of you present, you can have one person from the local representing your company. Is that the
Yeah, that would be better, because instead of we spend on the travels and other things, I mean, that not only the travel thing, but accommodating the people time because of various other things. But still, if you want to participate, but we could not able to travel, I just want to see if local support can be provided, because we can coach them for an hour saying that what is our company, what they need to target, just the basics, right? If they need anything, anyhow, they'll take the contact and pass it on to us. So if that is something can be done, then it would reduce the cost and also make it easy for us to participate in the more events kind of thing.
understand, Arvind? As I said, we are getting the people, but we are using them for different other purpose. Okay, so what we can do is
Surendra,
we
like
can,
generally, because you have participated in so many events along with the people, so what is the general success ratio of the participants companies, like success in the sense any positive leads or anything closed or something like that? Any
so
success stories?
in any place where we have exhibited, Ravi, okay, we haven't seen less than 30. Okay, so more than in one place, if I remember correctly, 100 plus also we have seen the visitors. Okay, then after that, it is the company responsibility to go and do the see there and then itself. No contract will be signed. Okay, from there it's again a cycle of 3 to 6 months to convert that lead into the project. But after that, many of the companies are not showing much interest to share the converted business or how much revenue they have generated. So we are not also pushing the companies on sharing that information. But what we are capturing is how many visitors or leads they could able to get from that event. We are able to capture, and anywhere we have seen minimum of 30. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So others also, I would like to understand your feedback. I see Sai Kumar, Seshi Kumar.
Hey, okay, I'm Sasi Kumar from Sierra ODC Coimbatore. Okay, so we provide like facility management solutions and integrated workplace management solutions, and also we focus on enterprise software solutions and AI facilitated software solutions. So we have two different verticals. Okay, for our facility management solutions, which is a flagship product of Sierra Odyssey. So we have different set of target audience and target market. And for software and AI related services, we have a different set of market. Okay, so I'd like to know like for e-facility. Okay, so how we can work together. Okay, to get more leads, like participating in the events. Okay, and how the events are planned and shared with all the companies.
Okay, so actually this session is more of what jointly how we can do, but
Okay.
the events wise, yes, events are also going jointly for us. Okay, and which event we are going, which event we are not going, we are publishing in the corporate network group. But at the same time, sometimes the individuals also coming and suggesting, hey, this one may be good. Okay, so at that time we will be taking up. So if you want to know, Seshi Kumar, if you are part of corporate network, that will be published within the group itself. Okay,
Sure.
where we are going. And in case if you want to recommend any other, I mean, any events you can recommend. Okay,
Sure.
and if you have any thoughts, okay, this if we can do jointly, this will work. We would be happy to consider and see the possibilities.
Okay. Sure.
Surendra, are you publishing the calendar, event calendar? Because some
Not
of the
not
events are
specific.
going to be fixed.
Yes, Ravi. So we are not publishing the event calendar. So when we get right, because there is some good amount of research we had to do Okay, so we went to JTEX Dubai, but we didn't go to JTEX Africa for some reasons when we have done. So we are not publishing it in the calendar, but at least 2 months before we are trying to publish.
No, if you can actually, if you have that intelligence of the events that are happening across the world or across India, I would suggest you to publish. Whether corporate network is participating or not, it's immaterial. You are just publishing the information that can be useful for some of the members. It is going to be a ready reckoner, and that will help us.
No problem, Ravi. We can publish that. Okay, so we will be getting that information because we are already connected with many of these.
That is what I'm saying. Like if corporate network is not participating also, if maybe one of the partner could be interested in going on his own and participating in it.
Point taken, Ravi. We can do that.
Yeah, maybe you can keep it on the website on one page. What are all the events coming across the geographies? Maybe just people can come to ITPN website and see them. What are the latest events in the flow?
Right, right. No, point taken, Arvind. So that's a good point, Ravi and Arvind. Yes, we can do that.
So one more, Surendra, what I'm trying to do, because this geographical expansion is very difficult, and hiring the sales people in all the geographies individually is becoming very expensive. But I'm trying to identify any, we call them as a sales referral people, right? There are sales consultant who work independently on outcome-based kind of models. If ITPCN can identify any of these people in the specific geographies and can introduce to our partners in the teams, it would be easy for us to explain our services, and if they can sell, they can get outcome-based revenue shares or something out of those sales. It will give an expansion to multiple geographies without we invest directly, because retainer models I tried, they don't really work because they take retainer, we have to be after, and then there will be pressure and all other things happen. But if you can identify, I mean, Europe is my interest, right? What I'm trying to see that if I can identify some 10 or 20 like these sales referral consultants, and some of them may have contacts or connections where what we are looking versus what they are doing in their geographies or domains, and that would be a win-win for both of us. So I'm okay to give higher commissions on the sales without retainership. But yeah, if they really can do the sales, they would be very happy to take that instead of they ask for the retainership. So if as a ITPN as a network, if you can identify any of these people in any of these geographies, it can be definitely win-win for all of us to pitch our services and let them sell it in their geographies and take some commissions and get the sales for us.
Yeah, so Arvind, actually, it was an ask from many of the companies, Arvind. We tried that in the last year, but unfortunately, we discussed with about 8 to 10 people. Okay, they feel, I mean, we feel them are potential. Good part is most of them are Europe, and some of them are in Middle East. In fact, we personally invested about 2.7 lakhs, if I remember correctly, and we did that. But most of them didn't show the interest, Arvind, only for the what is that revenue sharing model. Okay, so many of them they have asked for what is that some kind of a retainership and referral. In fact, one of the corporate network company based out of West Bengal. Okay, so we had this discussion, and finally they have taken one. Sales person by paying about 25% of his expectation plus the commission or the revenue sharing uh, on a contract or part-time basis. But one thing we got from one or two persons, not many, from one or two persons is that they would be okay to share the leads, but they are not going to wait until the conversion. So they are okay to share the lead on the selling basis, that they will say, okay, this is available. If you want, this is going to cost 400 euros or 500 euros, whatever is that. And that we heard from one or two companies. We tried that, Aravind, but we could not see a positive response on that in the last year.
Okay. Yeah, understand. It is a bit challenging part, but other way, I mean, in Europe, for us, the main problem is there's a hundreds of, I mean, many countries are there, and each is a local dialect is there, so we cannot hire a dedicated people or retainers for each.
Agreed.
So that is a problem
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
So that exercise we have done, Aravind. So many of the places we didn't see a positive response on only on the revenue sharing. For what is this little bit some amount of what is that retainership is what definitely they are expecting, or they would like to share the lead, but for that lead itself they wanted to charge some money. First thing.
Yeah, I mean, those also you can present to us if there is a possibility that you can help us. So maybe if the lead qualification is very tight and we are very, we might be okay to pay them also on the lead basis if it is really qualified lead for us for the business that we are doing. For example, we do MuleSoft, and if they can really bring the MuleSoft lead, maybe we are okay to pay them that lead and buy it from them.
We can also discuss that, Aravind. Not a problem. Yeah. Any other thoughts? Pranabesh, Langcorp.
One more suggestion, Surendra. I don't know, like whether you have done it or not. How about actually calling the local people, local organizations on a Saturday for some sort of a get together, so that each company will be knowing the other company well. They can
You mean
pass
within
on
the corporate network, Ravi, or inviting
corporate
the
network. Corporate network
corporate
members.
network? We have done it, Ravi. Last year we have done it. Okay, so this year
Yeah,
also
just because
we have
we have joined recently, I am not aware. So
right,
if you are
right.
doing it, that's
It will be
great.
there. It will be there.
But every 2 months or 3 months, if you are actually putting that, that will be helpful.
Sure, Ravi. That's already in place. Okay, so if you are planning for any geographies or any specific domains, we would like to understand that also. Probably, Mr. Prakash, you have started, so you may say what is the, because finally the target customer is more important. There, then only we can do the sharing. Otherwise, we will not be able to do that.
See, I think that's a good idea where you can have one salesperson managing multiple companies. So it is a cost, especially in Europe and all, where it's very expensive to have individual salesperson for every company. So maybe 2, 3 companies can get together because maybe he'll not be occupied, he or she will not be occupied the whole time. That sharing looks like a good idea, but I don't know how practically it will roll out because ultimately salary is equal to loyalty. The three people paying that person. So where will he or she show more loyalty is something which is to be discussed. So I don't know how this will be rolled out, but I think it's a good idea. In fact, a lot of good ideas have come in the entire seminar, and I think as they get rolled out, some of them you've already rolled out. You showed us how joint exhibitions or events have been held. I think once these are rolled out, I think they will bring some benefits to all the members.
Yeah. So, Prakash, if you want to participate, what is the focused geography for you, and what is the industries or industry you are focusing on?
It will purely depend on what we are marketing and which geography. So let's say if we are talking of India, then we'll
No,
be
no.
focusing.
We are asking from your perspective only, not in
Yeah, that's
general.
what I'm saying. So if I'm looking at, so we have multiple areas of operation. So when we are talking of RPA and AI, I would just look at the top segment in India who are using SAP or Oracle EBS, bigger ERPs. So when I'm looking at RPA, I would look at more of India. But if I'm looking at ERP, I would look at the lesser developed markets where the IT saturation is not there. there I would go. So let's say if you talk about some of the African countries or maybe some countries towards the Far East, maybe then I would look at ERP and maybe BI. So these geographies will change based on the what specific skill we are looking at marketing at that time. So I cannot simply equate a geography to all the skills.
Got it. Got it. So others?
We currently working in Singapore, US markets and trying to expand into the Australia, UK, and Europe. Middle East is also interest, but doesn't have much focus now. Logistics, manufacturing, retail are our core focus areas. And one more thing on the retainership last discussion, Surendra, that also like we are doing the event sharing, the retainership also 2-3 companies can be shared across. I mean, for example, we are selling Mule and integration and you are selling RPR, someone else might be selling something. So 3-4 companies can share that one and hire them as a retainer salesperson in particular geography. We can see if that is a model that we want to work like we are sharing the event cost. Can we share that retainership cost to hire those people if they are very good people?
Sure, Arvind. Actually, this we got multiple requests on that. So we have published already on our corporate network today only for a joint. I mean, for a salesperson. So if something comes, we will publish. But we started this for Middle East.
Maybe you might have posted it from your Suren's Infotech from the company.
No. It's posted in corporate network only. I'm trying to see where is that. Harika, are you there on the call?
Arvind Prakash, before he actually looks at that particular posting, I just wanted to understand, like, how are you going to measure that particular person who is going to be representing 3-4 companies in maybe Europe or in US to get this one? So generally, like, I feel that, like, do you have any metric to calculate his or her this one?
So we have
So,
never
from
we have
my
never
point of
tried.
view, it would be
Yeah,
very
sorry, Arvind.
difficult to judge if that person is doing justification to all the companies. The way I can see is, for example, we may have to pay some, I don't know, just 5 companies, 5 lakhs or something is the cost if we spread it out. Initially, we all can invest into it. But for example, that person brought deals for only 1 or 2 companies out of them. So there should be agreement saying that companies whoever got the business should take up the cost so that other people will be repaid or something. So that at least we can hire and try, and whoever wins it, they'll get the business. Whoever doesn't win it, they'll get back money. So it's just kind of a game that you can play without heads you win, tails you don't lose much kind of thing.
No, I
See,
feel
what
because
will be,
like it may
yeah.
be difficult because like a person who can actually sell ERP should be able to sell other things also, but he may not be in a position to explain clearly what is RPA.
Yeah, from that angle, there will be some general sales people will be there. So not very specific to technology. So some sales consultants will be there. So there is a technology selling is there. There is a relationship selling is there. So there are people who are
Okay,
sales
so
people
you
who
are
are very
looking
good
at
at
relationship
relationship
selling.
selling. Yeah, they'll go into their contacts and sell it. It's not about the what we are selling, but it's more about what contacts we bring it to the table.
So
So if you
we
have
would
to
like
put
to
the
ride on you would like to ride on the relationship. It's a more of a
relationship.
relationship sales.
Yeah, if he
Then
has a
it
ABN
makes
Ambro
sense. It
connection in the
makes sense.
Europe, and he can go and sell whatever we have into the ABN Ambro connection. That is the kind of sale that he can do. But yeah, I understand from technology point, if we hire somebody, they may not judge prop. I mean, they may not be justice properly to these kind of
So
engagement.
naturally, we need to take a person who has got a lot of experience. So then only they will have that contacts or relationships.
Yeah. They should be natural sales leaders who have done it throughout their career, kind of thing. Sorry, Prakash,
So-
you're saying
So
something.
there are two things I want to say here. So one is, in our own company, the people who sell ERP are also able to sell BI because they are somehow related to technologies, enterprise space. Some may be difficult, but yes, there is some at least common ground. At least they are all related to IT in some form. What I would suggest as a monitoring mechanism is that, rather than what is easily measurable, okay, you can say, okay, this guy, whosoever we hire, and on a common this thing or whatever mechanism we figure out, we say that for 2 hours or for 3 hours or for 4 hours he will work with X company, and for 4 hours he will work with Y company. Easy to monitor. Half a day with one company, half a day with another company, no conflicts, nothing. In certain cases where a bid has to go, somebody has to work overtime, then probably it can be worked out between the 2 or 3 companies that, okay, I need this guy extra for maybe next 2 days, but then I will not use this person for next 3 days. So something like that can probably be worked out by having a common group between these 3 companies who are hiring this person and the person himself. So this is one suggestion I have. It is easy to measure, easy to monitor. Otherwise, if you translate it to business achieved and somebody paying because business achieved is there, those get into conflicts, and it's not easy to measure. Whatever has to be rolled out between multiple stakeholders should always be easy to measure, which is time. This is what I feel. Second suggestion which I wanted to make was that, as a company, we are also taking other products to these markets where we work in. So let's talk about a hospital management system, or let's say utility billing system, where we don't have any expertise whatsoever. We have no intent either to develop a product on hospital or utility billing. So what we are doing is we are taking products from India or any other geography, maybe US or any other country for that matter, to countries where we are strong. So we have sold many products from these or products which are outside our domain to these countries. So when I am saying these countries where we are strong, so let's say within Africa we are working about 15 countries. In almost all these countries, we have sold the product from our partner also. So if any of the members has some good products and they are not scared of Africa, they want to reach out to African market, we can give them a single window to these systems. Similarly, like Arvind is saying, they are strong on European market. So tomorrow, Arvind may have a specific solution, but he may not have the same solution that we have. So then Arvind can help us in the European market, or somebody else can help us in the Singapore market or a South Asia market like this. So maybe amongst the members we can share which is the market we are strong in, and because with a very clear understanding that if we are pushing that product, we don't have any intent to get into that product. So it should not be that we are trying to get each other's secrets, but at least that product which we are not really getting into, we can push that in the market. So it has really helped. I think we have taken close to about I think 25 sales we have made over past few years, which are not of our product. So these have been products as vast as a hospital management system, to something which is called a traceability system. Pharma traceability, where you scan a barcode and you get to know where this cotton is coming from, which farmer in India, like that, where we have no expertise whatsoever. So there are these are niche products in these segments which we are able to push to these markets in Africa.
Yeah, sure, Prakash. That's a good idea. We have some AI solutions there. Definitely, we can share those ideas for African market.
We have about 60 plus products in corporate network, Prakash. Okay, so
we will be happy. We'll be happy to take them as long as these guys are not scared of Africa.
right,
Because Africa, we've been working there for a long time, and people have very negative perception about Africa and very wrong perception about Africa. And because we've been working there, so we know that how it works, and it is not.
No, I think if I
do.
can add, I am not doing anything in Africa, but I feel that it is the next big zone. It's a virgin zone.
It is not a virgin zone anymore. It is, you've already missed the bus in many areas, because we have been working there for 25 years. And actually what happens is, I'll tell you, we get very carried away by the pictures which BBC and CNNs of the world paste, which also include the images they paste about India. And India is not what the picture they present. So that's why we get misled, and we think that people in Africa only wear leaves, which is not true. Very, very, very nice people, very nice gentlemen, very nice people. and very cooperative, very helpful. And we've been working, and we've had a very good experience across geographies in Africa.
Yes. So another region which is unexplored, I see, is the South America. Okay. So that is
Yes.
also, though there are some language constraints. Okay. Of course, Africa, I think most of them are English and French, but that's it. Which part of Africa you are
So,
doing business,
so
Prakash?
yeah, so we started with East Africa when we started in Kenya way back in 2001 or so. Then we went
Mm-hmm.
to Tanzania, Uganda, all in East Africa. We went to Ghana, and we went to Nigeria, the most scary market. We went to DRC, which is a French-speaking market. We went to Zambia, Zimbabwe. So we are working in about, I think, 15 African countries. Africa, just for everybody's understanding, is 55 countries. And we view Africa as one country, whereas Africa is 55 countries. So, and
Right.
just to add, Nigeria and Ghana, they are neighbors, and they are poles apart in
Right.
terms of the way they behave. The way their culture is. Very different cultures in Ghana, very different cultures in Nigeria. So that's why working in Africa doesn't mean you cannot just follow the entire Africa by a single culture. You'll have to adopt to probably each country will have a different culture. So if you want to
Right.
work in
Right.
55 countries, you'll have to adopt to 55 cultures.
Another just interesting point is that during our exercise last year or last before year, when we just started ITPN Corporate Network, there is a company, they are more into financial audits. So that company showed interest to partner with us from Nigeria. Okay. So that they are like partners and they will do the local sales, and the business will go through their company, and then if there is any business that will come, that then we can, but somehow we didn't go through much with that local partner. But I think based on these conversations, that is also another thing which we can explore, like instead of a retainer or revenue sharing, this is of course one kind of a revenue sharing, but going through local partners. Anyone has that thoughts or any known, also you can refer it to the corporate network, and we can we can vet, and then we can see if there is a opportunity where they can pull the business from their country, and it can go white labeling with them, and then uh, the services can be from from our companies. So the just 2 hours back, we considering this session earlier, we have posted this in LinkedIn, but it seems 26 applicants is the limit. It seems we need to see we have already posted this, and we will see. If there are any salespeople who can work on retainer or first preference, we will give it to what is that, on revenue sharing model. But otherwise, on retainership model, we can work with them. But when we work on jointly by multiple companies, this is something we could not able to do in the last year, but we can still try. But yes, how to make sure that the company is tied up with that person, and how if one person one company gets the business, if one company doesn't get the business, and how to monitor. So there are certain challenges, but it is okay. We all have the thoughts, we can put in some place, some way, and we can finalize it. So in we have spent about we planned for an hour, but we took more than an hour. Okay, so let us try to wrap up. Three or two interesting points that has come is one is either inviting them as a group, or we go as a group there and present our solutions. Okay, so that is the point one. Then try to have a joint salesperson who can sell multiple services to the company. Okay. And the third one is plan to have a local partners. Okay. I think these are the top three suggestions we have got from this. What we will do is we will consolidate those points and we will see with the like-minded peoples, and we will have the focused sessions with them, and we will take it forward.
Great.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you all for your time on Saturday weekend, spending time for this. And if anyone else has the suggestions, people, some of them may not be interested in throwing some points in the forum, but if they have any points, please share with the corporate network person or with us, and we can consider and we can take it forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you
Suren.
all. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
your time.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you
nice
so
day.
much.
Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you, Surendra.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Bye.